At tunghayan po natin mga kaibigan. Ito, ginigisa ngayon ni Marcoleta. Ngayong gabi, ang tao na naghatid kay Duterte sa diheg na walang iba kundi si Marcos Lacanilaw. Na nung panahon na yun ay parang taga-Interpol daw siya. At sa ngayon ay binigyan siya ng premyo na pwesto. Ginawa siyang hepe ng Land Transportation Office. Ngayon tingnan natin kasi ginigisa siya ngayon ni Marcoleta. Okay, ito na po. Pasensya na kung maingay nga.
Assistant Secretary Marcos Lacanilaw, Your Honor, is the new head of the LTO.
May we know, Mr. President, if the current LTO head has been trained in the transportation sector to merit replacement of Attorney Vigor Mendoza, the last one that I knew to be the head of the LTO.
Tingnan natin kung anong babanat sa kanya ni Marcoleta. Siyempre, may kaisipan si Marcoleta na sisitahin niya ito si Marcos Lacanilaw kung bakit niya hinatid si Duterte doon sa diheg. At ano bang katwiran nila kung bakit kinidnap niya si Duterte? Wala silang katwiran sa ilalim ng batas. Tahasan kung sinasabi yan. Na para kunin nila, bitbitin nila.
Your Honor, Mr. President, he is beside me right now. He said that he has been active in the motoring sector and at one time part of in one of the investigation in one of the issues in the LTO in sa taon 2008-2009.
Hey!
May we know, Mr. President,
Kurap din yan.
how active or to what extent he is so active in the motoring sector?
Oh, you are perspiring. Andre Agueco.
Your Honor, Mr. President, according to the LTO head, he was active in the motorsports before, car racing and motorcycle racing, Your Honor, Mr. President.
Mr. President, pagka ikaw ba ay nasa car racing or anumang klaseng racing yan o horse racing halimbawa, does that qualify you automatically as head of the LTO? Alam po ninyo, Mr. President, doon lamang po sa mga core functions ng LTO, to name a few, issuance of licenses and permits, motor vehicle registration, enforcement of LTO laws, adjudication of traffic cases, collection of revenues for the government. Nandiyan pa yung napakarami po. Why do you think he merited to be the head of the LTO by being a car racer, Mr. President?
Hirap sagutin yun ah. Ano bang karapatan mo na maging head ng LTO, Land Transportation Office, na dahil lang ikaw ay karerista sa kotse? Ano ba kinalaman ng pagiging karerista sa kotse kaysa LTO na trabaho? Oh, ang tagal, hindi makasagot, no? Ini-interview pa siya ni JBRC ito eh. Ay, good evening, Fernando Rafael Fernandez.
Your Honor, Mr. President, the LTO head said that he was formerly an ASEC of the civil defense. and
si
also was involved in yung pong kanilang family was part of had a bus company.
May bus ka.
And yung his previous jobs, he said that he was really active in the motoring industry and also importation of cars. So more or less yun po yung kanyang knowledge po about itong mga
Wait. I have no pen.
Napakalaki po ng
Naputol-
problema ng ating transportation industry. Hanggang ngayon po
Naputol ako, ulitin ko lang ha. Kasi somebody, naputol yung aking live stream kasi biglang na off. Grabe naman, marami nang bumabanat sa akin ah. Dito natin buksan. Ulitin natin. Ulitin natin. Ang tanong dito ay,
kumita po ang ating DOTR family na to
Paano kung yung lugar? This is theoretical kung this is a administrator impedro.
will now investigate ito pong nangyaring leak na sinasabi niyo po.
Thank you. Mr. Chair, Mr. President.
ito. Binabasa niya dyan yung patungkol sa pwesto sa LTO. Tatanungin niya ngayon si Marcos Lacanilao kung ano meron siyan merito. Bakit siya magiging LTO chief? Naputol, inulit ko lang kasi naputol ang aking live stream.
Your Honor, Mr. President, he is beside me right now. He said that he has been active in the motoring sector and at one time part of the investigation in one of the issues in the LTO in sometime 2008-2009.
may we know, Mr. President, how active or to what extent he is so active in the motoring sector?
Gandang gabi, Miss Daisy, Mar Huerto, at Fernandez Rafael Fernandez Cuervo. O yung assessing firm pala ninyo, Senior Fernando, Cuervo Associates.
Your Honor, Mr. President, according to the LTO head, he was active in the motorsports before, car racing and motorcycle racing, Your Honor, Mr. President.
So nais ko lang papatuloy
Mr. President,
Senior Fernando, ang inyong Cuervo Associates ang kinuha ni BBM na mag-assess ng halaga ng property niya na nilagay niya sa kanyang SALN. Binalita ko lang. Okay.
pagka ikaw ba ay nasa car racing or anumang klaseng racing yan o horse racing halimbawa,
Karera.
does that qualify you automatically as head of the
Karera
LTO?
ng langgam.
Alam po ninyo, Mr. President, doon lamang po sa mga core functions ng LTO, to name a few, issuance of licenses and permits, motor vehicle registration, enforcement of LTO laws, adjudication of traffic cases, collection of revenues for the government. Nandiyan pa yung napakarami po. Why do you think he merited to be the head of the LTO by being a car racer, Mr. President?
Nakatamina, kunbanwa. Mamo. Si Ben Reclamador din pala ito, si Ben Muerto. Sige, welcome. Magandang gabi po.
Your Honor, Mr. President, the LTO head said that he was formerly an ASEC of the civil defense and also was involved in yung pong kanilang family was part of had a bus company, and yung his previous jobs, he said that he was really active in the motoring industry and also importation of cars. So more or less yun po yung kanyang knowledge po about itong mga ano po, itong mga
Malabo
vehicles
yung mga
and all.
paliwanag
Mr.
ni GBRC ito
I can sense the difficulty, Mr. President, in trying to show some credentials to relate himself to the transportation sector.
Can sense the difficulty of
O dahil ba you own a bus company, for example?
Bibilenten, magandang gabi.
O nasama ka sa mga car enthusiast o nakapanood ka ng pelikula about the vehicles. Kasi po ang pinag-uusapan natin, Mr. President, napakalaki po ng problema ng ating transportation industry. Hanggang ngayon po without belittling the efforts of the previous occupants of that office, Mr. President, hanggang ngayon po talaga, pagka po pinag-usapan ng EDSA,
EDSA.
EDSA lang po. Sasakit na po lahat ang ulo natin. Pagkatapos, ngayon po, meron na namang mag-head. Hindi ko nga po alam kung bakit tinanggal yung dati. Bakit po ba tinanggal yung dati, Mr. President?
Ngayon, magandang tanong, bakit tinanggal yung dati? Bakit? Ano bang meron ito? Sabi ni Ben Reclamador, expert ata ito sa car importation. Si Cassandra Daisy naman, itinalaga yan sa LTO para kolektor ng pera ng Malacanang, di Polvoron. Maayad-ayad nga gabi ka, Toto. So mga gabi kanimo, nakaigma ka ron. Okay, diretso, proceed.
Your Honor, Mr. President, according to Secretary Lopez, they bow down to the wisdom of the President. No? There was sort of a rigodon within the DOTR family, yung pong LTO head dati. Si Atty. Vigor Mendoza is now with LTFRB. Si current LTO Director Lacanilao came from the Office of Office of Transportation. Si Guadis napunta po sa Office of Transportation Cooperatives. Dati po si Director Lacanilao po yun ang galing doon. So, di ba?
Si Director Lacanilao, saan naman po galing?
Sorry, ambassador pala siya ng transnational crime pala. Ito si Marcos Lacanilao, Your Honor, the current head of LTO. So, it was the decision of the President, prerogative of the President na nagkaroon po ng rigodon doon po sa DOTR attached agency, Your Honor.
Mr. President, siguro po hindi na-advise na mabuti ang Presidente kasi kung galing pala siya sa transnational crimes, ano naman pong connection nun sa transportation? Ang alam ko po, the present occupant of that office is Special Envoy for transnational crimes. Tama po yun?
Anong experience sa transnational crimes sa pagbiyahe kay Duterte sa Netherlands na para maging kwalipikado siya sa LTO? Mr. Wisdom ni BBM, anong wisdom mo dyan?
Set C.
Tama po.
Kayo po yata yung naghatid sa dating Pangulo nung siya po ay nasa Villamor Air Base. Kayong sumama para sa dalhin sa The Hague. Tama po?
Tama po, Your Honor.
O yun lamang po siguro yung transport-related activity na pwede
Transporting the
nating
President.
isangkot sa inyo. Other than that, wala.
Transporting the former president. Yan ang experience sa transportation.
At ang mahirap pa po, Mr. President, hindi naman kotse ang ginamit mo, aeroplano ang ginamit mo, so hindi ka rin dapat sana ron eh. Kung tricycle ang ginamit mo
Okay
para
pa, tricycle.
dalhin mo si dating Pangulong Duterte sa The Hague, mula nung March hanggang ngayon, baka hindi ka pa nakarating. Sa layo nun. So wala din eh. Mr. President, ako po nangangamba lang sapagkat napakalaki ng problema ng transport sector natin.
Ang problema ko nga, yung aking plastic card sa driver's license hanggang ngayon, di pa naibigay.
Licensing na licensing lang. Yung pag-i-issue lang ng plate ng mga sasakyan. Registration. Enforcement ng ating LTO laws. Paano niyo po i-undertake ang napakarami pong sagutin na ito?
Dapat nga abogado ilalagay dyan. Waiting.
Eh wala naman po kayong training. Ano po ba yung academic discipline ng ating bagong ASEC ng LTO, Mr. President?
Bachelor of Science in Tourism.
Your Honor, Mr. President, according to our LTO director, as additional credentials, he's a road safety advocate
Oh, advocate
and
lang eh.
he is a civil engineer
Ay, civil engineer.
by
Pareho lang tayo
profession,
civil
Your Honor.
engineer eh.
Ano po?
Civil
Gagawa ng
engineer po.
kalsada.
Ang dami pong civil engineer sa Pilipinas. Nang dahil po ba safety engineer kayo, ang gusto ko po sanang malaman, ano po ba yung mga naging katangian ninyo, ang training ninyo, ang mga credentials ninyo dahil hindi po biro-biro ang opisinang pinasok ninyo? Nang dahil lamang po sa rigudon, gano'n lamang po. I don't think the President was advised very well. Marami naman po siyang pwedeng ilagay eh. Eh bakit po kayo nagaling sa Set C? Kaya ang nilagay. O sige, nirigudon sana kayo. Baka kayo na po siguro ang naging executive director ng PCTC. Kasi, kung hindi ako nagkakamali, yun ang Philippine Center for Transnational Crimes. Parang magkalapit. Pero para dalhin po kayo sa LTO, masyadong malayo po yun eh. Is my observation valid, Mr. President?
No comment.
Your Honor, Mr. President, according to Secretary Lopez, we just defer to the wisdom of the appointing authority, Your Honor. So, hindi rin naman daw nila, they were also caught by surprise nung nagkaroon po ng rigudon. So, they just have to follow orders, Your Honor, Mr. President.
I will not question the wisdom of the appointing authority, Mr. President. I never will. Only the President can appoint anybody, nobody else. Ang problema lang, baka hindi siya in-advise ang mabuti. Kasi kung halimbawa, dadaan niya sa Commission on Appointments, siguradong hindi siya papasa, Mr. President. Because meritocracy, I think, is fundamental. That is the only way wherein the checks and balances of the legislature will come in. Without questioning the appointing authority, but we can assess the competence, the merit and fitness of the appointee. Now we're talking about the budget, Mr. President. We're going to entrust to the head of the LTO the budget that they required to execute the programs for 2026. The concern is, kung wala naman po kayong training sa gagawin ninyo, Baka po, may papangako po ba ninyo ng budget na ibibigay sa inyo ay talagang magagastos doon sa kanyang dapat nakapuntahan considering na hindi naman po kayo talaga nakaakma doon sa posisyon na dapat sana ay naibigay doon sa talagang karapat dapat, Mr. President.
Well, Your Honor, Mr. President, according to Secretary Lopez, since the LTO will be directly under the OSEC, they will really monitor and make sure that they will function and the reforms that need to be instituted will be done. So yan pong commitment ng Secretary Lopez natin. In fact, meron nga akong ditong side eh. Meron din pong appointee ron na hindi ako pabor eh. No, na political appointee na we should appoint people who have the technical skills and know-how and knowledge para hindi masayang, not political appointees. I'm talking about the PNR chairman who was recently appointed. Sayang po ang ating pong PNR. Yan po ang advocacy natin, railway system. Nag-appoint po ng isang dati naming konsihal na who had a lackluster record kahit bilang konsihal. Kaya nga, minsan nasasayang, minsan nakakapagtaka rin. Ako rin, Mr. Chair, nagtataka rin ho ako minsan. Nangihinayang po ako sa posisyon. We should be appointing people who have that capability and knowledge in position para hindi ho nasasayang.
Salamat po sa sagot. Ako naniniwala talaga ako na yung meritocracy, yung merit po talaga, importante rin yun. Halimbawa po ako, na-appoint ako na secretary ng DOH. Hindi ko po tatanggapin eh, dahil hindi naman ako doktor eh. Kung magicero po siguro, tatanggapin ko. Magic lang naman yun eh. Ang ibig ko po sabihin, Mr. President, nang dahil ba kayo po ay inihatid nyo ang Pangulong Duterte sa The Hague? Ito po bang kabayaran, Mr. President? Ito po ba'y premyo? Kasi kailangan nating ma-disabuse po ang pagdududa ng mga kababayan natin. Hindi naman po kayo ang dapat na maghatid sa kanya ron eh. Tama po, Mr. President?
Grabe eh.
Your Honor, sabi po ni Asik Lacanilaw, siya nga po he confirms that he was one of those on the plane with the former president.
Opo, wala namang pagdududa doon and there's no debate in that. Ang tinatanong po, kayo po bang authorized na dapat sumama na maghatid sa hindi tamang pagkakahatid sa dating Pangulo? Under what authority did you accompany the former president to The Hague, Netherlands?
According to kanina lao, being with the OSCE, they are on top of the Interpol po. Kaya po sila po kasama. Kaya
What
po
do
siya
you
po
mean
kasama.
they are on top of the Interpol, Mr. President? Does he mean, Mr. President, he is the local counterpart of the Interpol in the Philippines?
Yan.
Yung pong PCTC daw po is that's Interpol NCB Manila.
Yun nga po.
Yan po.
The PCTC is the Philippine Center for Transnational Crimes.
Opo.
Kaya hindi po totoo na sinasabi niya na he is on top of transnational crimes. Kayo po ay special envoy. But the local counterpart of the Interpol is the PCTC. It should have been the executive director of the PCTC who should have accompanied the former president, even if we assume that that was regular.
Ano? Wala masagot ah.
According to Asik Lacanilaw, that meron po daw siyang dokumento that he was well documented for him to be able to accompany the former president to The Hague, being the head of OSCE. Tapos yung PCTC po is the operational arm under OSCE, Your Honor, Mr. President. So yun po yung kanyang personality or credentials for being the former president.
Can you give us a copy of that document, Mr. President?
According to Sikila Kanilaw, it's with the Office of the President, Your Honor.
Ano po?
Nasa OP daw, sa Office of the President. Or the Office of the Executive Secretary. He will try to request for a copy, Your Honor.
What does the document say, Mr. President?
Walang answer. Walang sagot. Hirap si GBRC ito ah. Hirap. Naimbaga rabi, kada kayo amin. Grind Bros. Yan ang problema. Kapag politik.
According to Sikila Kanilaw, he doesn't know exactly the contents of the document, but he was just informed that there was a document that designated or allowed him to accompany the former president, Your Honor, being OSCE.
Why do you think, Mr. President, I should believe that statement? He referred to a document which content he doesn't know. Ang alam niya lang niya, pinasasama sa kanya, Pangulong Duterte. What kind of reasoning is that, Mr. President? Sabihin niyo na yung totoo para matapos na ako kasi sandali lang naman sana ako eh. Kung hindi lang paligoy-ligoy kayo, tapos na ako eh.
Well, according to him, it was in the nung nagkaroon daw ng investigation dito regarding that, according to Secretary Remulla of the LG, that ilan po na sinasabi that he was well documented when he accompanied the former president, Your Honor.
Sinabi mo na naman si Secretary Remulla eh. Puro kwentong kutsero naman ang... Ganito na lang. Kung sakasakali, Mr. President, kung sakasakali lang naman, ano,
Wala.
ito po kasi, tama naman yung aking suspecha, Mr. President. There was already an admission on the part of
Mr. Lacanilao.
Ambassador Lacanilao then nung nag-hearing ang isang committee in the Senate on the arrest of FPRRD, na nag-volunteer ka lang eh. Because there is no available official of PCTC o walang personnel, kaya ikaw ang nag-volunteer. There is a transcript to this effect that you just volunteered. So there is no document. So, which is very, very clear, Mr. President, that he himself volunteered due to the unavailability of personnel from PCTC. So he arrogated upon himself something that was not lawfully delegated to him. Sa Makati, talagang parang bayad lang. Parang papremyo lang sa kanya ito. Kaya pala hindi niya maipaliwanag kung bakit siya. Alam mo, Mr. President, ganito po yan eh. Lahat po ng notice ng isang korte, lahat ng subpoena o anumang klase ang ipatupad ng korte, yung sheriff po ang nagdadala. Kumbaga, yung PCTC dapat ang nagdala sa Pangulong Duterte. Pero kayo po nag-volunteer. Tama po. Ito
Yes,
po
Your
ang
Honor,
transcript.
Yes, Your Honor, Mr. President. Inaamin po ni Asik Calilaw na siya po ay nag-volunteer.
Oh, nag-volunteer. So wala na yung dokumento ha. Wala na yung dokumento eh. May paliwanag kung ano yung content ng document. Eh, kwento lang yun. Kwentong kutsero lang. Yes?
Well, sabi po kasi niya, yun daw yung nabanggit nung sa Senate hearing na he was documented.
You were
po,
documented as what? Kanina dokumento yung sinasabi mo ngayon. Ikaw na ang dokumento. Ano ba yun?
nung siya po ay nagboluntaryo, kinakailangan daw mabigyan ng dokumento bago po, para po siya po ay makaalis. At
So,
makasama.
okay. The document says that you volunteered. Kasi nasa transcript talaga ng Senate, ano eh.
Yes, Your Honor. He confirms.
So the last question now, since you volunteered to accompany the former president to The Hague, kahit na irregular, illegal lahat ang mga proseso, will you also volunteer kung sakasakali na babalik na ang dating Pangulo na ikaw rin ang mag-uwi sa kanya?
Yeah.
He says that
Wait.
if there is an order for him to do so, he will volunteer to bring
Paano
him back.
magiging voluntary yung kung ordering ka pa? Kaya nag-volunteer ka kanina.
Mario Joseph.
naman ang usapan dito.
Kung may order daw, siya po isusunod, Your Honor.
Hindi na voluntary yun. In-orderan ka na. Mandate na yun eh.
Ano ba kayo?
Salamat po, Mr. President. Pasensya na po at humaba lang ng konti. Maraming salamat po, Mr. Sponsor.
Yan. Lumabas po
Thank you
na
po.
wala talaga ito.
Right. Majority Leader.
Thank you, Mr. President. With the permission of Senator Lauren, is it all right if he has only one question, Senator? Yeah,
Huwag na.
by
Huwag na question.
age by age.
Oh. Out na kasi walang kwenta no klase walang kakayahan mas sa trabaho, binibigyan ng trabaho na hindi niya alam. Anong klase ito? Hanggang ngayon yung lisensya ko sa LTO hindi pa naibigay. Nag-apply ko December 2024 ako nag-apply. Magdi-December na ba isang taon na wala pa hindi pa naibigay ang aking driver's license. Anong klase? Ang meron lamang ako ay driver's license na digital. Ngayon, makita natin anong gagawin bukas ni Lacanilaw. Yan ang driver's license ko. Ayan. Digital lang. Kasi hanggang ngayon, di pa nagawa ng LTO. Bryce Ireno, problemahin nyo kalusugan ni tatay. Ay, hayaan nyo muna dyan sa ang ICC. Ano ba itong pinagbabanggit ni Bryce Ireneo na bata ni BBM? Bryce Ireneo pala. Problemahin ito kalusugan ni Tatay Digong, may imbis na pagpapugi kami dyan, ganun palpak sa investigasyon sa ghost projects. Ayun, Jackal 790 dahil may silbi sa bayan, kung wala siyang basta-basta na lang pinapagawa ng mga bendalo. Jack Lee, ba't binoto si Marcoleta? Magaling si Marcoleta, kahit hindi ko siya binoto. Natutuwa na ako sa kanya, may rason pala siyang dapat iboto. Bryce Sereno, bakit niya binoto? Tanong nyo. Fred Reyes, hi. Bryce Sereno, buhay pa itong isinhinintay na si Tata Digong sa The Hague. Bukas po kasi, Bryce, ay magdesisyon yung ICC kung palayain si Digong o hindi. Kaya naging importante ito. Ganun po yun, kahalaga. Kaya po sa LTO chief, si LTO chief ang naghatid, baka maligaw ng aeroplano. kung tricycle lang gamitin niya. Paano maging LTO sa sakyang panlupa? Ang experience mo sumakay sa eroplano? Ah, sige, ganun lang muna tayo ha. Balik-balik ka muna. Ano muna, ahak pa na lang. Paki-share na lang. Babalik ako mga 8.